All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Devil platform with another message. And you know, this is a day in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. I'm just coming with a message, not a message. It's time to talk. So I'm going to be a little here, a little there, a little everywhere. But I also want you to participate as well. If you have any questions, you have any answers, maybe you have answers and questions and answers. You can bring them forth. This is the time to talk. Okay. Let me see where I'm at now here. This table is like moving. I'm trying to get it so it can stay still for me. Okay, and there's many things that we could actually cover in this day and time. Many things, and me myself, I got uh, one, two, three, four chapters and verses that I want to cover because to I want you to be able to see the Most High Yah glory. I want you to see the work of His right hand, the right hand that was, the right hand that is, and the right hand that shall be in the days to come. Because a lot of us really believe that things are what we see it to be as it is before us, not understanding that before anything exists, all things was within the bosom of the Father. Okay. So I'm going to cover, I have four chapters and verses to cover just to kind of give you a little something of how the Ruach teaches me and what it reveals to me as I study. Okay. So many need, many people need to have a mind that is so open to hear the voice of the Most High Yah. And don't close yourself off from the things in which uh, Yah has prepared for those that are founded within Him in this end days. I mean, have that openness in the spirit, not in the flesh, because we pretty much getting a lot of information here on the earth. We getting a lot of information. We hear a lot of voices in the land, and we hear a lot of things. But I'm speaking of the spiritual. Learn to just stand still enough to hear that quiet voice of the Most High Yah. Just stand still enough to hear that quiet voice of the Most High Yah. So today I was just, like I said, it's time to talk. Anybody have anything to say or to talk about? Shalom and shalom. If you have answers, if you have questions, if you want to talk about something that's taking place in this day and time, we're all kick it with you. How about that? Okay. How about that? We all kick it together. Okay. Let me see here. Yes. Is that you feel something in the air? Oh, yeah. Mm, I truly can feel that. Mm. And that's what I was saying earlier about that spirit of endurance and long suffering. It ain't it see, people don't think of what do someone need with long suffering, endurance. Something is going on and they're going to need to endure it. They're going to have to long suffer through it. You see? Because if you don't see people apply that to their lives because they think they're exempt, because they don't think it's nothing. The only thing's going on is what I can see or what I can hear that someone's saying, and that's all there is. But it's a lot that is taking place in the spiritual realm. But let me tell you something. It is a lot of things. And like I said, with that CERN, there's something I believe that they have been given the ability through the Most High Yah to open up and allow things to be released. Okay, because it has to match revelation. You see, it must. Okay, so I want to show you a little bit of something that is in Revelation chapter 13. So I was just sitting here, just seeing, okay, what can I speak on in a way that we can talk about a lot of things. Now, we're going to talk about a lot of things tonight. Now, it's just not going to be what I'm talking about, but I want to hear what you're talking about and what you're feeling in this day and time, or if you have questions or if you have answers. But I want to just put this out in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 4. And I want to show you, you know how I always talk about his right hand and his stretched out arm? And I always talk about what he is doing. I don't know if you all was here yesterday when I was speaking. Was that a TikTok? No, I think I was on YouTube where I was talking about the angel that went before the throne of the Father with many other angels, and each one wanted to be the one that go down. But this particular angel went before the throne of the Most High Yah and asked the Most High, let me be the one that go down to be the lion spirit. Okay. And after he said that, and the Father asked him, how would you go about it? And he said he would go down there and convince them. So the Father said, go, I send thee to be the lion spirit unto the prophets, 100 prophets. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So when people thinking that they got somebody and what somebody has said is so legit, so real, you don't know what you're dealing with, baby. Until you have a relationship with the Most High Yah and he living and abiding in you, that's the only way you're going to know what's what and who's who. But the people are so stuck, so hard, so they stuck on believing every sound doctrine, every word that someone says, and they don't understand if heavens can send a lion spirit down to 100 prophets of a king. Be careful in how you put the prophets and the prophetess on high pedals. You don't know the purpose of the right hand of the Father. You don't know the will. You see, in his will, everything is orchestrated out of two directions. Look at how he's sending that one angel down to be a lion spirit to 100 prophets of this king. So I just want to show you a little something that I saw in here. In Revelation chapter 13 and verse 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9. I just want to show you, and I want to see if you all can see it. It reads, Revelation chapter 13, verse 4, and they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Verse 5, and there was given unto him a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies, and power to give unto him to continue 42 months. Who in the live chat can tell me who is that giving him that ability? Who would you say giving him that dragon? Wait a minute. And they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And then in verse 5 it says, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemings, and powers was given unto him to continue 42 months. Who was given that beast that type of power? Who? Anybody in the live chat? Let me continue. Okay. Okay. So one says, Yah. Okay. Let me continue. And we're going to go back to that question again. Verse 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yah, to blaspheme. What is it? To blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. Verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. Verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not in the book of life of the Lamb, slaughtered from the foundation of the world. Verse 9. If any man have a ear, not ears, you guys, so it's not talking about spiritual, it's not talking about natural. It says, if any man have an ear, that means spiritual ear, let him hear. Now, what do you think about that? Who was given all that power so that the beast can continue all these things? Who would you say had given that beast the power? Let's go over it one more time. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 4. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemings, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yah, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and overcome them. The power was given him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. Who is giving him this power? Now, you said Satan giving his power to the beast, okay? So you say Satan giving his power to the beast. Someone says Yah. Anybody else? Who is it that's going to give this beast this type of authority and this type of power? In Revelation chapter 13, verse 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. Anybody? One says Satan giving his power to the beast. Someone else says Yah. Anybody else? Let's go to Daniel 7 and 21. 7 and 21. In chapter 7 and verse 21, and it reads, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. Okay? Anyone else? The power was given to Satan from Yah, and Satan gave the power to the beast. Okay? But Yah given power to them all, and they cannot do nothing without Yah allowing it for his purpose. Which verse you read again? This in here is Daniel, in the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 21. I beheld, and the same horn made war against the saints and prevailed against them. Right. Now, the whole overall, if you notice in Revelation chapter 8, you notice it started off telling you about, wait, let me get back to Revelation chapter 8. Revelation chapter 13, I mean, in Revelation chapter 13, you hear at the verse 4 said, and they worship the dragon, which gave power to the beast. They worship the dragon that gave power to the beast. It don't mean that he had given him this type of power, but he gave his power to the beast. But what it went on, and you notice it got question mark. Who is likened to the beast? Who is able to make war with him? That's verse 4, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 4. Now watch this here. Each one of given is the given from the kingdom, okay? From the throne of the Most High Yah. Satan cannot give him power to make war with the saints in verse 7. No, is that verse 7? Yeah, let me see. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. Satan can't give him that power. You see what I'm saying? And to overcome them. Satan can't give that type of power. Now, this is what I was explaining to you all a couple of days ago. What the Father is showing me, even though Revelation is here and John is giving you the insight from his level of in the kingdom, y'all better wake up. Y'all is ruling this from the kingdom. That's how powerful that right hand and that stretched out arm is. That's the part of him nobody ever got to know. That's a part of him nobody don't give a rat's behind to know. That's why the fear is not in the land. Because if you know who's given the power for him to overcome, to go after, to make war with the saints and to overcome the saints and to have power over all kindreds, tongues, and all nations, who can only do that but the right hand of the Father? He can only order such a mission. You see what I'm saying? But this is a part of him that nobody desire or want to know. They don't want to know the Creator in that way. They don't want to know Ahaya that way. They don't want to know Yahuwah that way. They don't want to know Yah that way. They only want to know him the way they want to feel him. And that's it. They don't, to the point where you don't see fear in the land. You don't see belief in the land. You don't see righteous in the land. You don't see faith in the land. Everything that's in the land is consists of people believing the flesh of men and women. And that's it. So when I see this and I see here in verse 4, it says, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 4, and they worship the dragon that gave power to the beast. They just worshiping the dragon that had given power to the beast. But it began to tell you in verse 5, and there was given, all the way down to the verse 6, given, 7, given, 8, given in a sense, because and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. Okay? which names are not written in the Lamb book of life, in the book of life of the Lamb slaughtered before the foundation of the world. I like that because the Father wanted to take you right back to the throne. He took you right back to the kingdom. You see? And the world would teach this as if Satan got this here awesome power that he's going to turn over to a man, which is going to be the beast. It says he's going to be a man and he's going to be able to do all this. No, you don't understand. Just as that angel stood before the Most High, and it wasn't just that one angel, several angels wanted to come down to represent that position that Yah was looking for. But this particular angel said, I will go down and be the lion spirit. He knew exactly what Yah wanted. And then Yah said, okay, go down. First he asked him, how would he do it? And he said he would be the one to be the lion spirit amongst the prophets. So the Father said, go down and be that which is a lion spirit among I think it was 100 prophets of this king. You don't understand why we have no fear on the earth. It's because people do not feel about the Most High Yah like they want to portray. They want to look the role like they somebody. They want to talk the role like they somebody. They want to take this book and beat you down like they got it from front to back and back to front. You see what I'm saying? But the fear, the faith, the belief in the righteous rests not in them. You see? So when he's sitting here saying to me that, Deborah, when you go into, this is what he told me. He said, when you go into Revelation, check. And when he said check, you mean you need to look in it and see me. You see me? You need to look at it. And when you reading it, see me. And I say this unto all of you all. When you're reading Revelation, see Yah. We got to stop giving Satan all the credit, demons, the beast, the false prophets, the Antichrist, this Republican, Democratic, Trump, Biden, Obama, Michelle, this other Camry, or whatever her name is. We got to stop giving them all of this glory and all this power that they have not. But when you start to really get in here and get the understanding and see where the power is coming from, then you'll see Yah. And this is what I like. When you get to verse 9 of all of that, he says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He's letting you know that ear is a spiritual ear through the Ruach HaKodesh, through the Holy Spirit. He's letting you know. That's why it's a single ear. It's not ears. That's the natural. He's letting you know, hear it, child, hear it. Please hear it. Because we're right here in this end age and we don't grip none of this. But like he explained to me, it was last week when he was explaining to me about when you're going up in Revelation, check. That means check me out. Check me out. And check me in. Because I'm doing a lot. And nobody even tapping in to my right hand power and my stretched out arm that's cutting up from the floor on the earth. Now another key to it I wanted you all to think about. Listen to this, where it says, now listen to this. And this is why I try to tell y'all, we are not getting out of here. Like Cephas, you listen to Sister Deborah. This the best it's going to get, baby. After this, there's going to be the trouble in this world that you've never seen a day in your life. You think you're going to get some sleep? You think you're going to have some peace? You think you're going to have some joy? You ain't seen nothing yet. Now listen to this. Still in that same chapter, Revelation chapter 13. And listen to verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. Now, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Father, Yah, where you going with this? Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me finish. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war against the saints and to overcome them. That means get victory. Get victory. Now watch this here. And power was given him over all kindreds, all tongues, and all nations. Listen to what he says. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose name are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slaughtered before the foundation of the world. But why is it he's going to be given the power to war with us? You know why? Now, what's wrong with that? Anybody in the live chat? What is wrong with him having the power to war with us? What's wrong with that picture? There's something wrong there, y'all. Somebody need to tell me. What can you see? The right hand power, and he's in control. So in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 7, where it says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. Don't y'all see what's going on? We are going to be tried and lose. Yeah, you're saying it, but just think about that, baby. I want y'all to go there, because I be trying to tell y'all, don't think you sailing on the sea. Ain't no sea. It ain't no be no sea. It's nowhere near a sea. That's why I ask y'all to get all the spiritual food you need in your backpack, spiritual backpack packed, because we thinking that we're going to sail on the sea. No, baby. There's things that's going to take place that your eyes going to see, and your ears are going to hear, and your body is going to feel. Your emotions and your feelings going to be out of whack. Okay? So all this stuff that people are teaching people, I'm telling you, as long as you got your spirit and truth rooted in you, and which is the Ruach who carries it through, you're going to be okay. But there's so many people that don't have that, and they really believe that it's just going to be a how would I say it, a walk, skip, and jump, and I'm there. But there's a mystery in that, you guys. There's a mystery sitting there looking dead at you. There's something going on. And I'm going to tell you, that's how I tell you all. I learned while I'm speaking to you. And I'm sitting up in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. What is wrong with that, y'all? No one don't see you. It's a power punch in that. There's a power punch in that. A really big power punch in verse 7. And do Sister Deborah have an issue with it? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's going to get real bad. Yeah. But what is the power punch? It's something in there. You got to be able to see it. It's something in there that's really deep. It was given them. That's a good one. But no, yes, it was given to them to make war with the saints. And to what? Overcome them. That means get victory. See, I'm telling y'all, this thing is real. And you know what? When the Ruach have to break this stuff down to me in my spirit, it gets more, even though I know he got it in full control, it does not take away the ideal of, oh, Father, this thing gonna be something, ain't it? Yes, Deborah, it is. So why everybody out here sailing on the sea, thinking all things is about thee? All right. Overcome them too. Yes, you see that? You see that? Not only is he going to give him the power to war against you, but he's going to give him the power to overcome you. Something wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong. It's something right, but it's something you just can't see it. You just cannot see it. So I'm gonna give a few more minutes and hope that somebody can pull up in there and tell me, what is it that we just can't see? What is it that you can't see? It's something in it that you just can't see. You just can't see it. And this is why he say he sends his servants, the prophets, in this day, because he's finished to give the mystery. The mystery is attached to the knowledge that's going to be increased. Okay, overcome them. That's good. That's good. And he given them him the power to make war with the saints. But something's wrong with that. Now, let me stop saying something's wrong with it. Something's right about it, but we have to understand when we're wanting people to have spirit and truth, and you want them to take it and so they can put more and more in the backpack. First and foremost, I'm trying to get you all to understand in Revelation chapter 13, he throwing down. He's the one releasing all of these things that, and this power to this beast. Okay, even the power to war against the saints and to overcome them. Yah's hand, that's the power. But it's a mystery in that. It truly is a mystery sitting right up in there. And the reason why I'm saying that, I'm sitting here just reading this to you, and already it's in my spirit. It's in my spirit, but it bringing like a little sadness to it, because these things need be. It brings a little sadness to it because these things need be. Because we didn't put ourselves places in our own subconscious mind and in our wickedness of our hearts. We're placing ourselves somewhere that we need to bag back up and then bag back and then pull up right. Because we all crooked, y'all. We need to pull up right. Okay, now since no one was able to, not that you wasn't able to, but you just simply can't see it. Let's go there. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 7. Okay, in part of being destroyed. That's yes, ma'am. That's gonna be detached to it. That's gonna be detached to it. The people overcome will turn from death to life. No, the overcome is he's gonna give the beast the power to war. It says in 7, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome the saints. You see? So not only is the beast gonna make war with the saints, he's gonna overcome it. And when I read that to you all and keep reading it to you, y'all just don't know what I'm feeling inside. Because inside of me say, oh no, oh no. Because the mystery is this. Watch this. The saints is in the church. And the church is in the body of Hamashiach. So if Hamashiach is over the church and the church has the saints in it, how is this beast going to have the power to war against them that's in the body of Hamashiach? That's deep. It taking you right back to, I have said it to y'all several times. We are not walking out of here like we think, with lessons, with just basic understanding of this and this. Only thing gonna get us out of here in a mind that's gonna get us victory is spirit and truth with the light in our right hand. That's the only thing. Because when I'm sitting here saying, well, wait a minute, hold up. I said, hold up. When I said y'all didn't see it. When I said, wait a minute, Father, y'all, You remember? Y'all, I don't know if y'all saw me do this. Said, wait a minute, Father, y'all, because he's sitting here saying to me, but Deborah, Christ is the head over the church and the saints that's therein. But even the beast gonna be allowed to war against the saints. And as he's saying that to me, I'm saying to him, hold up now, where Christ gonna be? Ain't he the head that's holding the power? Wait a minute, where he gonna be? He gonna let them do this? See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all don't get it. You don't get it. And as I'm sharing this with you, he's telling me, and I'm saying to him, and that's why I threw the question out to you all to see if you all can get the fact that the saints are in the body. You see, in the body, the saints are in the church, and the church is in the body of Hamashiach, and Hamashiach is the head. He holds power. So how is this beast gonna be given the power to come straight in through the body to the church after the saints? Can any of y'all make it make sense? You see what I'm saying? Because see, I'm looking at, Hamashiach, that's the head. He the power. They ain't gonna come up on us. For his name's sake have he orchestrated this from the kingdom. From the kingdom. And then it began to tell you, and power was given to him even over all the kindreds, the tongues, and the nations. Now, I don't have no problem with that. But when you done gave him power to war against the saints and overcome them, overcome in Hebrew mean victory. What's going on? See, I told y'all, it's more to it than what we've been told coming up in the Christian church, in the Catholic church, in the Hebrew Israelite movement. It's more to it than that. And I think we need to stick with wanting the Holy Spirit to be our leader and our guide. Because when he went to say the saints, wait a minute, hold up. How is he going to get to the saints? How is he going to get to the body? How is he going to get to the church? To go after the saints in that way, to war against us. He's going to war against us. Now, if he was warring against us, then yes, baby, you're right. It's scary if you really think about it. If he was warring against us and just warring against us, then that's fine. We're warring against him now. But he going to get what? Overcome us. You see? He's going to overcome us. That means he's going to get victory in the war against us. Because I think, you know what? With me, when I said, y'all didn't see me, y'all might have seen me. I think y'all did. When I said, wait a minute, Father, y'all, hold up, Father, y'all. Because all of a sudden, it dawned on me, hold up. He going to bypass the body. He going to make it through that. You going to let him come through that. You going to let him come through the church. You going to let him get to the saints. Come on. What's that going on? You know why? I salute that. And I agree. I agree all the way. Because we as saints, y'all, we ain't right. We're saints, but we ain't right. We saints, but we ain't right. We are saints, but we ain't right. We are saints, but we ain't right. I mean, if you want to live, if you really want to talk truth, spirit and truth, we ain't right. You see, and we're thinking we're going to escape. I'm trying to tell you, not even me, myself, should escape. You know what I'm saying? Any and everything. It's the way Yah does things. He's not going to let certain people thinking, okay, cause you got the Ruach and cause you in the body of Hamashiach, you just ain't going to have to deal with none of that. I told y'all last week, he said, we are not exempt. We are not exempt. Now, when I see this and I see 7, it was given unto him to make war with the saints and overcome them. Now, watch this here. And he had power over the world, other nations and other tongues and other kindreds. But he lets you know that he also had the power to war against us. And I was explaining to you all in Matthew's. For his name's sake is many gonna lose their lives. For his name's sake, meaning I willed it. What you gonna say? What you gonna do? You gonna buckle? You gonna buckle? So I'm trying to explain to you all the best thing in this day and time is to have a real relationship with the Most High God, not a fake one. A real relationship with him. So when you read and when you communicate, when you pray, you can feel him in you. Just like I just did when he's sitting here, let me say, he gonna give them power to have to war against the saints. I'm like, wait a minute, where body homicide gonna be? That's all power. How is he gonna get past to us from the power? You see, how is he gonna bypass the body, the church, and get the saints? But the power is gonna be given to him to do so. So this is what he was explaining. Deborah, tell them they are not exempt. Because a lot of people think they really are. Oh, it's going to happen to you. It ain't going to happen to me. And like I told y'all before, as long as I make it to the kingdom. Okay, Father, if you're not going to take me with you when you go, take me on that journey to the promised land, I'll see you when you bring that kingdom down. How about that? Anything else? Because I really believe, and you know what, y'all, I salute my Father, y'all. I salute him all the way. You know why? Because he's shown me too much is even going on in this day and time. And we looking the other way. All this trash going on, we like this here. I don't see nothing. I don't know. I don't understand. Nothing ain't happening. It's all right here in front of us. And how you know people ain't saying nothing? Because no one is speaking against the unjust, the unrighteous, the wicked, and the evil. And that's why the evil is saying, hey, we having a Wayne Dang Doodle time. Ain't nobody seem like they on the right side. They're all over here on this side, letting it be okay. No. And that's why it's important when you see something wrong or someone's teaching something wrong or someone's speaking something wrong, it's nothing wrong with saying something when you know that it's wrong. You see? So in that, I wanted to bring that up. Now it's time to talk. We can ask questions. We can, that's beast system, the beast system that's coming. But it's a system that was given to them. And it's not a system that they just made up or they just put together. They've been working on this. Yeah, for his name's sake. And accept it. Because he's going to rumble his way. Because I read that, but not read it. I would have never thought that he was going to get this authority to bypass the body of Hamashiach and the church where the saints in the body. But he is. So we're not, that's what he meant last week when he said we are not exempt. Okay. So I thought that was ready. Anybody have any questions or maybe even answers? It's the topic is it's time to talk. That's it. Yep. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know who I am. I know that's right. I know that's right. And that's a good thing. And always know that. Always know who you are. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. Know it within yourself. Tried by the fire. Yep. But you know what? I never read that in that way because I'm thinking, okay, the body of Hamashiach, he's the head. I know he's been that protected to me and for me. I know it. He's been the head. What's going to go on in Revelation chapter 13 where you're going to allow him to bypass everything and get to the saints? Because like I said, the saints it's not exempt. The saints in the body of Hamashiach, we are not exempt. We do things too. He just wanting us to understand when he come and he is already here, The judgment is already set and the fire is already lit. We're going to all be tried by that fire. Yep. You've seen the glory of Yah. I know that's right. Now, listen to this here. Watch this here. Now, y'all gonna really think Sister Deborah is a cuckoo clock. Y'all gonna really think, oh, that old hen ain't nothing but a cuckoo clock. So, my next message that I was talking on, and it done, it came to me. Let me see what Revelation is on there. Well, I get to that last, and it got to me in. Let me see if. Oh no, here it is, y'all. In Revelation chapter 5, let me see. See, what people don't understand, I believe that the 144 has already been marked. But a lot of people don't understand the mark. I don't think is something that you're going to see. Okay. It's not going to be something that you're going to see on the forehead. But he would have to mark his before Satan mark his. You see what I'm saying? So his is going to be marked. Okay. Those are the ones that also going to be, you're going to see in the promised land. Okay. And I think as well with some, in the promised land. And I think they're going to come again with Yeshua, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, you're right. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. I'm serious. Wouldn't we want to be tried by the fire here so we can be purified enough to know that, hey, he got us there? Because I don't think that, I'm going to tell you, y'all probably say I'm wrong, but I don't think we should none of us in the body of Hamashiach, spirit and truth, Europeans, heathens, Gentiles, Hebrew Israelite movement. I don't think none of us should get away with what we've been doing. I'm going to be honest. I don't think so. Even me. I don't think none of us should get away with the way we have conducted ourselves and the way we are conducting ourselves and the way our hearts and minds are on this earth today. I don't think we should be able to escape that. I really don't. It's in my spirit, y'all. I just don't think so. Even when it comes down to me, that's even in my prayers. You know, I don't think we should be able to escape all the things that we continue to do and we have done and we continue to do. And it's like we ain't got nothing, but yet we want something, but we have nothing to bring to the altar and lay before his feet. But when we come in here telling him what to do. We come in here telling him, when I'm this and I'm that, I can do this and I can do that. You call me to this and I'm a this and I'm a that and I'm a this. That's how we approach the throne of the Most High Yah. That's how cuckoo clock we gone. We gone. So when I was reading Revelation chapter 5 and verse 3 through 7, listen to this. Revelation chapter 5, verse 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth, were able to open the book, neither to look thereon. It didn't even make no sense for them to even look, because they weren't able to open, nor neither to look thereon. Verse 4, and I wept much. Now, why is John up there weeping? Verse 4, and I wept much, I weep much, because no man was found to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. So why are you weeping? Do you know where you at, bro? You in the kingdom. No more tears. So what you weeping for? See, he was in the spirit. That's why. Verse 5. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not, in a sense. What are you weeping for? He says to him, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. Let me tell you something. That's a lot of power in there, y'all. A whole lot of power. Going back, they don't teach it. They don't preach it. Now, this is where the men in the camp, in the Hebrew Israelite movement, in the so-called we the Jews, we the true this, and you the true that, you the true fool. That's what you are. Here, if you look at John, look at how John is reacting. Because the book, nobody was found to open it. So he gonna cry. They could have left that part out. Huh? Couldn't they have left that out? But the Father wants us to see how emotional this man was to realize it ain't nobody in that kingdom gonna touch that book but the one that is assigned to. And that might have been how John was feeling. You mean it ain't gonna be nobody? You mean nobody up here gonna be able to do it? You mean nobody? Whoa! John, because he's weeping, and he said to him in verse 5, and one of the elders said unto him, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, have prevailed to open the book. Now, you know what's to open the book and to loose the 7 seals. Where is the power in that? The power, yeah, he was weeping. Okay, right. He's in glory, weeping. Okay. Now, the power that's in verse 5 is people have to see it's not a man. This is why I try to say to these men, you are not a leader. You are not a ruler. You are not a king. You are not a lion. That's why you couldn't open this book. Only the lion. It's only one lion. Why are these men claiming to be the lion? There's no lion. And I'm going to show you where they got that from. I'm going to show you where they think that they are lions. You cannot make yourself gold, silver, chain, or wooden lions. You cannot put a lion on you when you don't understand the power in the Lion of Judah. You have no respect for him when you're claiming we are the lion, you are a lion. You can't do that. So here John is weeping, but the lion, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Son of Man. That's it, y'all. He's the lion. All these men out here trying to proclaim that we are the Lion of Judah. He's the Lion of Judah. Stop it. Wearing these chains and these silver and gold chain around their necks and wooden, putting it on their shirts. And you can't do that. You can't do that. You don't understand. You're not entitled to walk around here representing the Lion of Judah. Where did John see the Lion of Judah? In the kingdom. Where is he on the earth? That you feel that you have the right to portray that you represent the Lion of Judah. You didn't do that when they was hanging, taking him. You would say, crucify the Lion of Judah. Crucify the Lion of Judah. Crucify the Lion of Judah. But now in this day and time, you want to play it for all you think it's worth. And I'm going to show you how they can't accept that. They can't run around here portraying it in any shape, form, or fashion. They can't wear it on their neck. They can't wear it in earrings. They can't wear it on their shirt. They can't wear it on their fringes. They can't wear it, you guys. They cannot claim the Lion of Judah. Okay. Now, and I'm going to show you why. And then y'all going to say, oh, Miss Deborah, you shouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have never known that. But see, I'm going to show you why they can't. Now, watch this. So, the Lion of Judah, the root of David, has prevailed to open the book and to loose the seal. Okay? Now, watch this here. Verse 6. I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and in the of the four beasts and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slaughtered, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of Yah sent forth unto the earth. This is why y'all don't know who Christ is. Because these 7 spirits were also detached to the Son of Yah. They came down wrapped in the Son of Man. And because it's plainly seen today, they still reject it because they don't want nobody to know they had it wrong. So here in verse 6, it says, and I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and in the and of the 4 beasts, in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of Yah. That's what came down with the Son of Man. That's why he said, Yah Emmanuel with thee. That's why Yeshua, the Son of Man, kept saying, the kingdom is at hand. The kingdom is at hand. The kingdom is at hand. What he was saying, the kingdom now come down to the earth, and he is at hand. These are the spirit that follow therein. See, people didn't understand who this Son of Yah and the Son of Man, they didn't understand the Son of Man and the Son of Yah. Those two, the Son of Yah had the spirits. It's telling you right there. That's the one in verse 6, sent forth into the earth. That's who came down. No one really ever understood why he said Emmanuel with you. Yeshua knew that he was the Son of Man, and he knew that the Son of Yah was wrapped in his flesh. With those, it's telling you, with those spirits, with the word and the power. That's how Emmanuel came down, wrapped in the Son of Man, which was flesh, to help support the Son of Man to complete the mission as the slaughtered lamb. Okay, that's who was carrying the lamb, in case you didn't know. Christ was. If we got a lamb, and he is the lamb that was slaughtered. Now, what does this say? Watch this here. Watch what it says. Watch this here. Where was it at? Let me see what it says. Where is it at? Look at verse 6. And behold, and lo, in the midst of the throne and in the 4 and of the 4 beasts and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as if it was slain. You see? He was a lamb. Yah is the shepherd of the lamb. And the lamb is our shepherd. You get it? Heavens, he was a lamb slaughtered before the foundation of the world because he was Yah's lamb. But when he come down with us, he died as a lamb, but he was our shepherd. Who came with him? Christ, the shepherd that saw him through. That's why you see the lamb around the side, around his neck. It was Yah carrying him all the time, the whole mission. Okay? Now, where is it? And that was Revelation chapter 7. Revelation chapter 5 and verse 7. And he came and took the book out of the right hand. Woo-wee. Y'all see that? Of him that sat upon the throne. Now, is that not two or is that one? How the Father gonna take the book out of his own hand? People, y'all, I can understand why Satan gonna have the power to the beast, and the beast gonna come after the saints. Because I really believe, I salute it. Because I feel that that's right. It's so right. Because where we stand even today. Listen to Revelation chapter 5 and verse 7. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat on the throne. Who took the book? And who was on the throne? And who took it out of the right hand of he that sit on the throne? So even John was speaking of the right hand. You see how important the right hand is? It holds the book to what? Life. Ooh-wee! They didn't get it, Father. They didn't get it. Yes. Wait a minute. Hold on now. Who holds the book? The right hand. The power of Yah. He takes it out of his hand. So wait a minute. How could he be Yah taking the book out of his own hand? You get the point I'm making? This is showing you where all this denomination and its different belief and its different interpretation, all you have to do is sit your butt down, shut your loud mouth long enough to hear what I said, the Most High Yah, to you from the inside. And you will get it. And you will get it. Now, in the top of this, it went on to telling you that the elder was telling John, stop weeping, because the lion of Judah, the tribe of Judah, the root of David, have prevailed to open up the book, to get the book. Now watch this. Now when you see that, do y'all see the word lion in Revelation chapter 5 and verse 5? Do you see the lion? You see it's capitalized, right? You see the lion of the tribe of Judah. Do y'all see that? It's capitalized. Now let's go. And I'm going to show you why the Hebrew Israelite men, the so-called true Jews, they shouldn't be allowed to take on the lion as they do. Because they ain't not in full understanding who the lion is, what he really represents, and his mission that he took on. They just want to claim something to try to really make other people think that they all about something that they have not even learned to understand. Now watch this. Now let's go to Genesis chapter 49. I'm going to make it make sense now. And then you're going to see where I'm coming from. The reason why they cannot claim that they are the lion. Because you are Judah. That don't make you the lion. And matter of fact, it makes you nothing, because we about to find out what Jacob said. We about to find out what Jacob said. And what Jacob was saying is the prophecy. Let me show you what I mean. Genesis chapter 49, and let me hear him at first. Let me hear Jacob first. Let me hear what Jacob said at the beginning. Okay, here go Genesis 49 and verse 1. And he says, and Jacob called unto his sons, the 12 tribes, okay? The 12 sons, I mean, and said, gather yourself together that I may tell you, listen here, I may tell you that which befall you in the last days. You hear that? Do you know Judith has not answered to that? Judith has not been taught. Judith has not received. Judith has not been revealed, ministered this that Jacob was saying. They have not taken on what Jacob was saying at all. Now, Jacob was saying something because he's getting ready to pass away. And what was given to Jacob was a gift from the Most High Yah to pass on a prophecy to his children, his sons. You know, just like Isaac did when he put the blessing on Jacob. You see, pass it on. So Jacob was here passing on prophecies that shall befall his sons. They didn't want to come because somewhere in them, they knew that it wasn't going to be what you call good news. So they refused to come. They refused to go before Jacob and hear what he had to say before he died, because they just assumed that, oh, he's not going to say anything good and we don't want to hear it. But they didn't understand the importance it is to hear the blessing of the father of Jacob, just as it was Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They don't understand that's a gift that Yah put amongst his seed to be able to send the blessing or send the prophecy on down their sons. Okay, so did the 12 sons of Jacob, did they want to hear it? Anybody in the live chat? Did they really want to hear it? In Genesis chapter 49, and Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourself together, and I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last day. No, they didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to hear it. But guess what? When you have the Holy Spirit, stiff neck and rebellion. It's going back to that stiff neck and rebellion. But watch how, this is why I was trying to explain to you, when you have the Holy Spirit is the teacher of all things. Anytime something is moved out of the way where you can't really understand it or you can't see it for what it said, Yah has his Holy Spirit to reveal it to you in the way that he said, I will teach you all things. Now, somebody as cuckoo clock as Deborah, I don't let up. I do not let up. And when I heard Jacob telling his sons to gather themselves so he can tell them what's to befall them, and I heard verse 2, and I said, wait a minute, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Because I heard Jacob says in verse 1, Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourself together, and I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. So it's going back, well, like somebody just said, stiff neck and rebellion and disobedient. You sure nailed it. That's exactly what they were. Why? Because Yah had to come in on the scene. Isn't that sad? Yah had to step in on the scene. They were not coming to hear what Jacob had to say. These are the type of the hard-headed people they were. They didn't even want to hear what he had to say, and he was dying. Why? Because they knew he knew them better than they knew themselves. And he was going to leave with them what he knew as a father, as a man of Yah. I hear you, Jacob. You know you got it. Because you sure left me a handful. Jacob left me a lot, y'all. I don't care what you say, telling women to shut up. Wait a minute. You can't tell nobody to shut up. You don't know how Yah is allowing these individuals, which were all men, to speak into these women's spirit. Now, how you going to tell Yah to tell them to shut up? How stupid do you sound? Because one person that was sent to the Gentiles told them, the Gentiles, he wasn't telling Israel or Judah. He was speaking to the Gentiles that they are to keep silent. I'm pretty sure that's who he was talking to, because Paul was assigned to the Gentiles, not to Israel nor Judah. Or was he? Maybe somebody can correct me there. I don't know. I don't think so. Anybody? Anybody? If you can correct that, that'd be fine too. And give me the verse that it says it. But I believe that Paul was sent out to the Gentiles. So when he made that statement, you got to understand. These were Gentiles he was speaking to. A woman is not to speak. Pull it up where it says he was talking to Israel and Judah. Right. When he said before, right. Very good. Very good. You are right. That is so correct. Even though I didn't touch that, but when you say before, that's right. You show it wasn't gonna be good. Yeah, he had to tell them. And then I'm sitting here saying, well, wait a minute. I got a problem, Father, y'all. I got a problem. I said, who is that? Who is that came behind Jacob? Who is that talking to them sons like that? It was Yah. It was Yah. That's right. And nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. But the thing about it is, these were the nation likened to the sand of the sea, baby. Stars in the sky. They was going to make a difference to all of us. That's why we at today, because they were the stiff-necked rebellion and disobedient. Now watch what Jacob said. Watch what happened. So in Genesis chapter 49, Jacob had charged them to come so he can tell them and befall what is befall you in the last days. And all of a sudden in verse 2, it just happened in verse 2. You hear this here. This is how I read it as it said. But then after I realized who it is, I had to change the way I said. And it says, as Jacob said in verse 1, he asked them to gather yourself together, sons, together. So I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Now watch this here. You get to verse 2, all of a sudden, gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken to Israel, your father. That was Yah. See how Yah can come into these instructions and directions and speak, but you don't know it's him until his spirit teaches you to go in and see him where he's saying what he is not saying. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's so important. Now, if you were to go to, let's do it. If you had 5,000 Hebrew Israelites, believers, and you had 5,000 Christians, Negroes in the church, they couldn't tell you that was the Most High Yah or God speaking. They couldn't tell you. But the moment I tell them that that's who it was, then they'll say, oh man, it sure is. You see what I'm saying? But if you give it to them to see it, even through their precepts, their line, their little here, they won't be able to see it. So how can I, a female, see it, but you males cannot see it? You see what I'm saying? But yet, we're supposed to keep quiet. Have anybody found where Paul was saying women ought to keep silent? I just think I just broke a rucker. I don't know if y'all know that or not. That can be a rucker breaking. I'm going to say it again. That can be a rucker breaking. Because as Paul went to the Gentiles to keep silent, then all this time the Hebrew Israelites had it wrong. It was the Gentiles he was speaking to. It was not the Hebrew Israelites and the tribe of Judah. So it is exempt. You get what I'm saying? Even though Paul said things, we study it, we go through it based on what Yah has put in him and he have said. But when he said it, he was teaching the Gentiles. And it's almost like even now, they can't come among us and be our speakers. You see what I'm saying? They can't do it. It's not appropriate, nor is it anything in it righteous, because it's too much that they need to search themselves for than to be over here in the chosen ones trying to tell them anything. Y'all can talk to a dog, a cat, a mouse, a rat, or whatever he want to talk to. But one thing, I'm not going to listen to Europeans try to tell me anything that really rests under righteousness. Now, they can say something in truth. Now, you get what I'm saying? And I can hear it. But you ain't coming up on me teaching no righteousness. Go home somewhere and sit down and teach your whole family the truth of the whole matter. But don't come to me talking no righteous. Because no, you don't have that. You didn't come in through you understand what I'm saying? Let me break that down a little bit. The reason why, that's why even in Dow's church, you're not supposed to have all those white people over everything like that and doing things over. Because he bypassed his wife. She thought he was trying to talk to her, and he went talking to the Europeans that was on the camp. He's done that years ago and still does it. But what I'm saying is this here. They cannot be teachers. They can't not be teachers over us. You see what I'm saying? They can't. Never, ever. So those that fell from his tree and left him alone, first place they went to was another European man who fell from Dow's tree and started his own church. And where did these brothers and sisters go? To this European church. Isn't that crazy? You can't do it. You can't do it. They cannot come in the way of righteous. They cannot come in the way of trying to have the gift to teach us as Israel and Judah. Why? Because they were grafted in. And when they were grafted in, they came in through faith and belief. That's how they got grafted in. Through the brand from the Most High Yah in their spirit, faith and belief. So they can't come to me teaching me righteous. You came in through faith and belief. I can teach you, but you can't teach me. Now, can they speak truth? Yes, but they cannot come to teach the house of Israel nor the tribe of Judah righteousness. Okay? So here you see in Genesis 49, you can see the Father Yah stepping in verse 2. Gather yourself together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken until Israel your father. See, Yah called him Israel. You see? That's where he wants. That's the sign to let you know that was Yah. They missed it, Father. He went straight over their head. Y'all, that went all the way over to y'all on the other side of your head. It's still stuck on the back. That's why you say unto Israel, your father, because that's what Yah called him. So that's where you know that was the Most High Yah charging them 12 sons to get your butt in there. And I mean, you better get in there now. So they did come before Jacob. And as Jacob began to tell each son about what is to befall them in the last days, when he got to Judah, hear me now. This is why I say they can't claim the line, y'all. They can't. You was the same one that said crucify the Lion of Judah. You was the one. But now today you want to be the lion? The lion? No. I don't care if he was born out of the tribe of Judah. He is the Lion of Judah. He is the protector of Judah. Judah has not protected nothing on this earth to be represented as the lion. Do y'all get it? I know you don't. It went right straight to the back of your head. Judah can't afford to use the lion as a mean of representing themselves. They can't. And let me show you why. They can use the lion, but they're using it out of the order of the way Jacob spoke it to them regarding the lion. Now, when you go to Revelation, that lion was capital lion. He was the Lion of Judah. What they did is they took on the power of the Lion of Judah, which is Yeshua, and mastered it into themselves. And they want the world to see them to be the Lion of Judah. And it's only one Lion of Judah, because it was only one lion willing to stand up and die for you. There was only one lion that's willing to stand up to protect you and to come down here and to die for you. You cannot take on that lion and making it you, because you are in Judah. You are Judah. Let me show you why. Let me show y'all exactly why, and then we'll hear what you think about it. Now, tell me what you think about it. Here we go. Now, in Genesis 49 and verse 8, in Genesis 49 and verse 8, now Jacob about to shoot into Judah. He finna tell Judah about himself. Judah, thou art he whom thy brothers shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Why? Because the Lion of Judah is coming out of their tribe. Y'all understand that? That's what he's telling him. See, Yeshua hadn't came yet, but Jacob is already prophesying to them that the other 11 sons are going to be bowing down before thee. He's speaking of the Messiah. He's speaking of Yeshua. When he comes, he's coming out of the tribe of Judah. So this is what he means when he says, and thy father's children shall bow down before you. Because that's where Yeshua coming out of the tribe of Judah. Now watch this here. Watch it. Watch this, you guys. Verse 9. Judah is a lion. You see that line? A lion whelps. Whelp. What is a lion whelp? Anybody know? I think I'm pronouncing it right. Whelp. 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 Alliance. Whelp. Whelp. Help. Whelp. Baby. Right. Very good. So here is a small lion, a baby. Watch this here. From the prey, my son, this is Jacob, thou art gone up and stooped down. He crouched as a lion and as a old lion. Yes, cub. It can be a cub. Yes. So a young lion, a cub, or a baby. Okay? But look what Jacob said. Look what Jacob said. After he called him a cub, a young lion, or a baby lion, listen to what he says. From the prey, you're my son. He's telling him, my son. He called him my son. Thou art gone up. He's gone up. He stooped down. He crouches as a lion, and as a old lion, who shall rouse him up. Rouse mean help. Mean awaken. Then it says, listen to this. Who shall awaken him up? Do y'all understand that? Now listen to this. Jacob called him Judah in verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp, which is a cub, a young lion, or a baby. From the prey. Now watch what Jacob said. Jacob called him his son. He said, my son, thou art gone up. You gone up. He stooped down, crouches as a old lion. Who shall rouse him up? Rouse means awaken. Who shall awaken Judah? Nobody. So what do you think, coward? Exactly. Exactly. That's what it's saying. That's why I can't understand why nobody is getting this thing. I cannot understand how these tribes and all these people out here can go through what Jacob said and it don't mean nothing. They steal the lion. Kings and rulers and all of this. Wait a minute. Jacob told Judah something totally different. The prophecy that should befall them is totally different. Do you see where it says, who shall rouse him? You see that word rouse? That means awaken. guess what? Judith will never awaken. Judith will never awaken. Now I'm going to show you where. Now watch this here. Watch this here. And see how you grip that? When the Spirit of the Most High Yah taught me it through the Ruach, when he was teaching me it, I said, well, that ain't nothing but a coward, a lazy sloth or something. He said, yes. So when women out here are running, trying to figure out what him working and doing what he's supposed to do, it ain't in them, y'all. You can make these people on this earth whatever you want. It's not found in them. Now, are we talking about 99.9? No. But the large majority. And because they scratch and each other backs, it don't make it good for their families, their children, nor their wife, their household, which Yah was counting on them to be the head over. Now listen to this. Why is Jacob lying? Why is Jacob lying? Because Jacob said here, now listen to this. Thou art gone up, stoop down, crouch as an old lion. What do you think they're saying? I'm going to see who going to get this. Let me tell me who going to get this. What do he mean when he said a cub, a lion cub, and then says as an old lion? Why? Well, Jacob, I know Jacob already. I don't know what you mean, but I'm asking them the question because that's coming to my spirit. I'm asking them the question. What do you think he mean when he says in verse 9, Judah is a lion whelp, meaning a cub, a young lion, or a baby lion. And he says, from the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down and crouched as an old lion. What does he mean by that? Let me go and tell you. Jacob is telling you Judah ain't going to be worth very much at all. Lazy, slothful, don't want to get up, don't want to do what he's supposed to do, don't want to be about what the man's supposed to be about, period. This is why women catch so much hell today. This is why women are being killed for all the reason that they cranked up to say that we are so horrible, but they are so good. And this is what they fed these people out here that's killing these women. This is from them. Judah done fed a lot of these men all these things that they're doing. And that's why they're going out here and seeing the worth of a woman is worth nothing, even if I want to kill her. She's going to work. She's a nurse. She's going to work. I had 3 kids by her. She comes home. And because she comes home and you want to go out, and she asks you a question, you don't want her to ask you a question, you find the need to kill her and the kids. See, y'all sick. Y'all some sick people out there because y'all sit and y'all hear this stuff and nobody go up against all this mess. What you need to be doing is say what the Father say. Speak on righteousness. Now, if it's wrong, then it's wrong. You speak it wrong. But if it's right, then you speak on righteousness. But that's what people do not want to do. Now, let me break this down. Jacob was telling you all, in case y'all did not know, Jacob broke down to you that Judah wasn't going to get up to do nothing no way. So when y'all run around here talking about they built this country, all that is a lie. You worked and you slaved to make sure that the white man got what he want. But for as building anything, you couldn't even build your backyard or garden. You can't even build without taking everybody else's money to build it. And labor from everybody to build it. You can't even cut your own darn grass. You see? So all that is I don't believe what the flesh says. I believe what the spirit says. And Jacob, when he broke that to me, and then I heard that other voice come in charging them, that was Yah. I can't hear all this because in my flesh, it was the spirit that was teaching me this. And this is what the Father showed me in here, what Jacob was really saying. Jacob said, as a young cub, all the way to their old, it's not going to change. That's what Jacob was saying. They are who I said to them they're going to be. Jacob already called that out. You won't get a man of Judah to teach that thing in the proper order. You won't get them. And even if they see it saying that, they will never teach it, never preach it, and never reveal it to the men. And that's what I was saying. Losing your purpose of creation. Now watch this. What Jacob was saying is he called him a cub to an old lion. You're going to be crouched down. And guess what he says? Let's go on. And when he said you're going to be crouched down, stoop down, and crouch down as an old lion. Now, why would Jacob tell him from a cub to an old lion, you're going to be crouched down, stoop down as an old lion? Who shall rouse him up? That's what Jacob said. Now, what do rouse mean? Awaken Jacob. Nobody. Watch this here. This is why I say, why are they claiming the lion? Why are you got the lion on your chest, on your jewelry, on your earrings, on your fringes, on your billboard, on pictures on YouTube? Why are everybody claiming the lion and reject the true lion when he was here? Crucify him, crucify him. Those are the same stiff-necked rebellion that you see today. And as a prophetess in the wilderness, I can actually 100% say that because I'm living in this day. I'm not dead. I might not have been living when they were saying crucify him, but I'm living today and they still saying the same thing, but they saying it in a way that you all don't seem to get it, but yet they're using you to think that they up on him that close to where they can become the lion. How you going to be representing all this stuff about a lion and then Jacob already told you ain't going to be nothing? Now watch what Jacob said. Watch this here. Verse 10, the scepter, which is a staff, shall not depart from Judah, nor the lawgiver from between his feet. That means Yeshua. Until Shiloh comes. That means the Messiah. The Messiah comes. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be. That's when the gathering of the people be. When Shiloh, the Messiah, comes. But Jacob told you the true identity of Judah. And he says that the lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come, until him shall the gathering of the people be. To the Messiah. And then when he come, what did they do? Crucify him, crucify him. They had that same mentality. Wasn't no different. But stand today and proclaim they are the Lion of Judah. You are Judah. The lion is the Messiah. Stand down, clowns. You can't get it. You're not going to get it. But you're going to get it because Yah's going to try everybody by the fire. And he's going to show up really who you are, portraying. A lot of people have been on this devil platform portraying to be just and upright for so long, to the point where people really believe that they are people of the Most High Yah, sent here to teach and preach and to minister to them. And they have no idea that these people are on the mission of themselves. They are on some mission of themselves. And people really giving them all this pomp and all this glory, and they ain't teaching him no spirit and truth. So in Genesis, Jacob was telling you that Judah, you're not going to you ain't going to mount up to anything until the Messiah comes. Now, do you think, let me see. What I'm going to have to do to make sure before I speak this, was that the Messiah that comes to gather the people together, or the Messiah that had already came? Let me see what it said. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh, the Messiah, come. And until him shall the gathering of the people be. So this is what Jacob was said about Judah. So you see, the lion that Judah represent wasn't mount up to anything. A young cub to an old lion stooped down doing nothing. He cannot come up and represent the lion that's in Revelation. That was Yeshua. That was the lion of Judah. Now, I believe if you know the truth of the whole matter, you can teach it as I have taught it. But to teach it as if you can claim it, like you doing all that in some, and you know Jacob already told you, bro, you are not a lion. You a lazy lion. From a cub, he said, from a cub to an old lion. That's what Jacob was saying. Letting you know, from young to old, who gonna awaken you? Jacob. Jacob said, who gonna awaken Judah? Who? No one until Shiloh come. And I'm not sure, but I'm gonna read the whole chapter and see if I can find it. But I see it got Deuteronomy 28 and 57 and Isaiah 2 and 3. But I'm gonna look up and find out, was that today Judah still was going to be where he's at, or was that just when Yeshua came on the scene and made a difference in them getting up? Because I'm trying to see where along the line it's a connection. But my main thing was to show you what Jacob said about Judah. As he knew him, as he knew of him, and as Yah gave him the power to tell them the prophecies of who they were to befall upon them, that would be fall upon them. So anybody got any questions? Or maybe you got answers. The gathering, that's what I'm wondering. Now, see, that's what I'm thinking he said. I'm thinking he's saying gathering into the body. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm just trying to show you how a lot of people be getting disappointed with me because I be talking a lot about the men. They don't understand, and they won't understand, and it ain't meant for them to understand it. It ain't in their power to understand that if I am a prophetess to be in the midst of Judah, that's my mission. And I know that the power and the authority wasn't given to the level of a woman to be able to play a big role in changing the way the man is portraying himself when he had the first high level position on the face of the earth. So I just see that being a living prophet, not a dead one, it made me realize that for so long, even to today, people are feeding people anything, and the people are eating it up. I mean, they eating it up like it ain't nothing, but they eating the lies and the deception, and they worrying about false prophet and false prophet. You don't hear nobody talking about the real prophets. And when you hear about the real prophets, if y'all don't be the glory, don't consider those people real prophets. Y'all got to get the glory out of it. And the glory is when he's edified and he's magnified and he's glorified and he exalted in his power, his light, his spirit and truth, his teaching. You see, it's so his comforting. Now, what about the comfort? No one talks about the comfort that Yah represent. You see what I'm saying? This is how he gets glorified and edified. This is how you magnify him up. But if you don't hear people really focusing on how he should be getting the glory and how he should be exalted and how he is revealing things out of his own mystery. It's his mystery. You see, But if it's all about wanting to break things down so the people can hear and see chaos, be careful, y'all. That's all I can say. Just be careful out there. It's about you gaining some food for the spirit. And all the chaos of prophecy can give you food for your spirit. Now, it can bring turmoil and depression and chaos to your flesh. But what is it going to benefit me that he will give prophecies that's not going to help his own people, but help warn the world? I don't get it. And it's not meant for me to even get it to where it has gone totally out of order, totally on the left end, nowhere near the right, but the left end. So let Yah be the glory. Let him get the honor. Let him get the praise. Let him be exalted. Because let me tell you something. I don't care what's going on in your body. Only one can pull up on you is him. And the only way he going to pull up on you like that, if he's in you, or if he feels that he has that relationship with you, or he know you, or that he want to. We can't tell him what he can and cannot do. But I'm just letting y'all know. You can call the ambulance. It can take them all day. You can call your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your friend, your husband, your wife. When you're all finished, can't nobody deliver you out of that pain that you're in. Nobody can deliver you out of that situation you're in. That's in everything. Say, for instance, you driving in your car and you lose control. Can't nobody protect you but who? Him. Let's say, for instance, you're hungry and you don't have any food. Can't nobody feed you. Can't nobody bless you to get you the things you need but him. But we don't see him like that. We just see, oh, that was close. Oh, I can't believe that happened. Oh, I didn't have no food. I didn't know what I was going to do. And my neighbor or my friend told this person and they came and gave me some. No one sees the glory of Father. I can't explain why, but they don't. No one sees the working of his right hand and his stretched out arm. I know we never knew the right hand and the stretched out arm back in the beginning, but it is the power of who he is. That stretched out arm letting you know I can reach anywhere I want. If you want me to go down there to the hell and grip them angels in their neck, I can show you I can do that. Y'all can do all that. That's how powerful that arm, that hand is, and that arm reach anywhere on the earth and beneath the earth and above the heavens. So that's the one we need to be making sure we have a relationship with, someone that we're real close. Say, for instance, you go out here and you meet somebody. Only the spirit of the Yah will give you that feeling of warning. He will lean to you and let you know when this person, don't get near him. Be careful. This person is, it's a feeling he will be pulling on you. Only one can do that is him. So I'm just trying to say to you all, he's entitled to that type of glory. He's entitled to the praise and the honor and to be exalted. Now, whether we do it on the earth, I would say do it every chance you get. Because when we hit that glory and he starts switching everything in us out, we're going to know how to praise him, exalt him, magnify him, and glorify him. Okay? So we got some things to go through down here. We got a lot of things to go through down here on the earth, you guys. Didn't you hear what he said about how he going to have power to war against the saints? And even he told them in a couple of chapters how they're gonna kill the saints and think that they done something. Who gonna let them kill us? You see the point I'm making to you all? Just like that Stephen Darby. I asked the Father, well, why did you let Father? He was sharp. Why did you let him? He said, just like every prophet that came, they were sharp too, Deborah. That's what the Father told me. That's exactly how he left me right there. It's almost like the person said at the beginning, I am the I am. I do it my way. You see? Because I am. You see? So I did. I said when he had a lot of power punches that I have been taught, and he even was able to even break more than I was able to break down of what I have learned about the power that be's here on the earth, and how just like all this politics and stuff, People wouldn't listen to Sister Deborah. They wouldn't hear a word Sister Deborah says. They wouldn't even, their ears is so waxed, stuffed with wax. Their heart is like a wax heart. Their minds are all over the place, going to and fro, trying to find chaos to get close to, or to vote for, or to get involved. And this world is just can't even see. We are in the worstest situation that we have ever been. And guess what, y'all? It ain't got nothing to do with the president. It ain't got nothing to do with the government. But we are in the worst. Why? Because y'all set it up like that. We are in his hands. And his hand says that we are in the worstest time ever. And we're sitting here looking at the worstest time politics. Republican, Democratic. Who's going to be the president? And y'all sitting here looking at them. Look at them fools. Just look at them. Do they understand the darkness that's before them? Do they understand what is going to take place? And I know for a fact people don't. People don't have no sense to understand. He said pestilence, earthquake in diverse places. What is it? Famine. And people just live in their own little ways like, oh, ain't nothing going to happen. And that's when it's going to hit, when everybody least think that anything could actually take place. Because the way he's showing me is it not going to be like you read it. It's not going to be like you heard it. It's not going to be like you think it or you feel it or what they prophesying it's going to be. He said the way that he rumbled it is what's going to get people. Because they are not going to expect it to rumble the way that it's going to. Now, that's something for me to make sure I hold on to his unchanging hand. That makes me keep a grip onto his garment, because I believe exactly what he told me. When he told me about that, he told me that in Revelation. A calm before the storm. I hear that. And do you know that that's what it's really also? How were we created to worship and praise him and doing the opposite? To me, stuff like that makes me really go cuckoo clock. All glory belong to Yah. Yes, most high Yah. Yep, all glory, all praise. Yes. Use it to glorify. And that's what you got, people with all kind of gifts, but they use none of their gifts in the spirit to do anything but that which is in their flesh, because they want the world to think that it's something about them that's so special, that I got the ability to use these gifts to gain funds or fans or praise, glorify, and not even giving the glory and honor to the Most High Yah. Yeah. So did anyone have any question before we end this time to talk message? Numb and void. You sure right. And it laying right back on the ground. It grows up just to come straight back down. I want to say appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in, and I hope you got something out of it. But I did want to you all to see where during the time of this beast is going to be given the ability to interfere with the saints. Overcome. I'm hoping the overcome is meaning victory to the point of, I don't know. I don't know if that's death. I have to dig in it, or if it's just, oh, y'all just think about that. Just think about it tonight. Just think about that. So I, Sister Deborah, say I appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in, and I hope you got something out of it. And I will be back. Shalom and shalom. Yes, that is very scary.